day, Isaac's mom.
Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Oh man, now I've forgotten what the heck we did on the last episode. Wait a minute, let's work back through it. It was a tough run. I think it was an Eden run. Let me just go quickly clarify that. And allow me to say to my Canadian brethren out there, happy Victoria Day weekend. If you're watching this, I'll illuminate a little bit of, you know, what Victoria Day actually is. Ignore this. Of what Victoria Day actually is as we get talking here. Yeah, it was definitely an Eden run. It was the run where we had Breath of Life. That was just a dang disaster, which means we're ready for this Isaac run here. Couldn't have been too much of a disaster. We are coming into this with a win. And Curse of the Labyrinth, which means I can't go to this curse room right away. HJY68RPZ. It is indeed a Victoria Day weekend in Canada. People always... Oh, well, there's red heart damage anyway, so I guess we might as well go to the curse room. People are always amazed that Canada has... you know, we have ties to the British Commonwealth, of course. We were settled as a British colony and a French colony originally, and then, you know, the struggles between the British and the French empires are the, you know, basically the seeds of our nation when it comes to confederation. But we got, you know, a strong affinity for both of our former colonial overlords. Not only do we have, you know, the Queen on our money still. She's technically still our symbolic head of state, which is weird, because then people go, well, if the Queen wanted to drop a nuclear bomb on the United States, could she make... No, it's a symbol... The Queen, you know, she has the ability to confirm things. If she says no, then they just go, well, you're fired, okay? Like, you've taken a good thing, and you've ruined it. It's just the same thing as having a president. You know, a president also can't just, like, be... It's a little different, I guess, because it's not entirely symbolic, but they can't just be like, hey, we're gonna drop a nuclear bomb on, like, you know, Russia tomorrow. I'm like, you know, we've got checks and balances. Man, anyway. But, not only is, you know, Queen Elizabeth II on our money, we also celebrate Victoria Day, which is the birthday of Queen Victoria from, like, literally the early 1800s. Pretty crazy, huh? May, it's the second or, I guess it must be the third weekend in May, typically. Also colloquially known as May 2-4 weekend, because, a 2-4 is a 20, oh, we'll talk about that. It's a 24-pack of alcoholic beverages, usually beer, always beer. And it's a weekend when people, you know, the weather's starting to get nice. You know, it's very unlikely that you're gonna have frost until the fall season rolls around. So people are out on patios, the NHL playoffs are going on. It's a glorious time to be in Canada. Go watch some fireworks and listen to, you know, Red Barchetta and cheer for the last Canadian team in the playoffs. Oh wait, there's not any anymore because life is unfair. Okay, range upgrade here. It doesn't really mean much for me, you know, I don't really celebrate it, but it's just a little slice of Canadiana for you. Actually, the capital of British Columbia, the province in which I live, is called Victoria, named after the Queen Victoria, as you might expect. We got, you know, Canada and the U.S., we have very different histories of becoming a nation. You know, the birth of our nation was not necessarily non-violent, but we still share a fondness and an affinity for the people that I guess brought us here, and we didn't actually have to, like, actively necessarily rebel. We were just kind of like, you know, like, we think we'd be better off on our own, but we still like you guys. It was like an amicable breakup, you know? It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like the United States breakup from Great Britain, where all of a sudden they're going to the gym every day, and they're like, we're gonna show you, Dad! Well, not Dad, that would be a weird relationship, but you get the idea. Alright, we have ruined our deal with the Devil Chance here about 4 different times. But the Jesus Juice pickup is nice. I think we're gonna have to re-roll soy milk, not re-milk soy roll. That's a totally different thing altogether. I'm not that involved. I could May 2 floors. No, anyway, I could be persuaded to enjoy this more if maybe we get a Spirit Heart, so we got a good chance of getting a deal with the devil on the next floor. But it may or may not happen. Other things that would be awesome is getting like 2 more cents here, so I could actually make some good things happen on the shop, or 7 more cents so that I could make an item happen on the shop and pick up a Spirit Art to hopefully give us a deal with the devil on the next floor. Now, this has happened a lot lately. In fact, I think it's happened on like multiple consecutive or at least near consecutive runs lately. But man, I would really like to get this second floor deal with the devil. We've been skipping a lot of them accidentally, or unintentionally at the very least, and you know, we're on a 7 streak, so it's worked out a little bit. We're still not sucking the big one too much here at least, but it could certainly be better. It usually is better. Honestly, I think you take champion belt in this situation. XL floor on the first floor is usually a lot faster than 2 individual floors, so even if we are concerned about boss rush, we got plenty of time to sneak in here and hopefully pick up 4 cents, I guess, so we can get a Spirit Heart. It's very unlikely, but any kind of consumable would be fine by me. I chose Champion's Belt because I think... Let me put it this way. If I leave Champion's Belt, or Champion Belt, whatever you want to call it... Oh my god, it worked out. If I leave Champion Belt, I'm never going to have the opportunity to get Champion Belt again. There will be opportunities to get damage upgrades. You can get like a Purple Heart if we really wanted to spawn more champions for whatever reason. But we're never going to get Champion Belt again, probably. If we leave the Spirit Heart, we can still get a deal with the devil. And we are going to replace our trinket here. I'm really happy that Mom's Eye actually worked out the way that it did. See, he should get hit by the mysterious liquid creep here if we can actually land it consistently. But we got to try to be careful. I think the trick with this guy is basically treat it like you're going to be fighting like a AI version of Little Steven. You want to stay... not in parallel to it. You want to stay at perpendicular angles and then get ready for those homing shots to come in. Stop changing directions, you dang asshole. Being a real jerk about it. Mom's Eye worked out nicely for us there, though. It did give us the compass on this floor, so we have a rough approximation of where we should be going. I'm looking for tinted rocks, but I don't see them necessarily. People are always weirdly interested, or I shouldn't say people, but, you know, Americans in particular, but also, you know, people who are not Canadian are always interested to hear about other people's holidays, Canadian holidays. Canadian Thanksgiving, it's a real thing. It takes place, in October, as opposed to the American Thanksgiving that takes place in November. No doubt American Thanksgiving is much more well-known. It's a much bigger deal as well. As I understand it, American Thanksgiving is like the second biggest holiday, second most important, for lack of a better word. Lots of, you know, parades and, you know, sports-based reasons to, you know, stay home with your family and also eat turkey. We eat the same. We eat turkey, or sometimes ham, depending on, you know, your family and your traditions and stuff like that. We also have Canada Day. That's our independence. It's on July 1st as opposed to July 4th. Because apparently all Canadian holidays have to be just a little bit before their American counterparts in order to stand out. In actuality, that's just when we signed, you know, Confederation and brought ourselves into this world. I am going to take Technology 1. I like it a lot. Trying to think of what else is Canadian specific. We have, like, Family Day. Anyone else in the world have Family Day? I think British Columbia was, like, the last province to actually adopt Family Day. But basically, it's just like, hey, people work a lot. Wouldn't it be sweet if you had, like, a day off to see your family and, like... maybe like a day off during the week, you guys could go to like the aquarium or something? That's Family Day. It's pretty cool, man. I got nothing against Family Day, except one time on Family Day, I went to a local hockey game, and it must have been like half-price day for children or families or something like that, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, that is keeping within the spirit of the holiday. But they exclusively played like the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie soundtrack during the breaks in between the play. A lot of like Alvin and the Chipmunks sing the Black Eyed Peas, and I was just like, I am going to go home and take a long shower and think about my place in the universe after that. But anyway, I think that those are the big ones. Obviously, you know, Easter is a big holiday here. Christmas is a big holiday here. Like the UK and the other Commonwealth countries or ex-Commonwealth countries, we have Boxing Day, which is like the day after... Christmas, and usually there's a lot of sales and stuff like that, and you got Christmas money maybe if you're a little younger, so you go buy stuff. I think it's all a scam, though, man. I mean, okay, I don't think it's all a scam, that's not fair, but you guys ever think that maybe, like, sales are a scam? I'm starting to think that sales are a scam. I've never been one of those people who was very... This is a pretty good deal with the devil, by the way. I'm gonna take both of them. I've never been one of those people who's like, you know, oh, we gotta go to Sears today because, you know, they sent a flyer in the mail and everything's 80% off. But I mean, I've got nothing against those people. However, whenever I go to a store and they're like, this used to be $200 and now it's like $130, people are like, oh, that's a good deal. I'm like, I don't know. I don't trust the store, man. I'm pretty sure it's actually literally illegal. We are gonna get that stuff, but, oh, my keyboard froze up for a minute there. Pretty sure it's literally illegal to do what I'm suggesting here. But I'm like, how do I know that they were doing... How do I know that it was $100 and whatever dollars? How do I know they didn't just, like grossly overpay for this? Maybe I could go down the street and get it for 80, and then you could be selling it to me for 50 or something. Was that worth 2 bombs? Like, absolutely not, of course. We're gonna do some more exploration on this floor, because I want to see if we can get more consumables and whatnot. But anyway, I don't know. I'm one of those people who's like, when I see something on sale, I'm like, do I need it? If I don't need it, or I don't even want it, then it's 100% off, because I'm just not going to buy it, and my life's not going to change. And it's a purchasing philosophy that's worked out very well for me in my life, you know? But I'm always skeptical. They're like, clearance, 90% off. And I'm like, you gotta show me the receipt where you bought this from the wholesaler, and then take 90% of your suggested markup off of that, and I will consider purchasing it at my own leisure. Because I don't necessarily trust you, Sears Roebuck Corporation. Not that I don't implicitly not trust you either. I'm gonna try something a little funky there. There was a chance on it, and it looked like opportune, so why not take that chance? I don't think there's much left for us on this floor. I should have left and tried to kick those up to the top, but whatever. What's done is done. I'm trying to think if we have any other... There's nothing particularly that... other Canadian holidays, unless I'm missing one in... Well, of course there is, you know, the tapping of the maple syrup trees that happens every First Frost. At First Frost, the Fates of Canada make a broadcast on the CBC, and they say, Lo, we decree that this will be First Frost. Please go out and tap your maple trees, and also go Leafs. And then, of course, there is... I mean, this is just something every country... you know, in the Northern Hemisphere has, I assume. There's Igloo Construction Day. You know, at first snowfall, you've got to construct your winter home after living in the wigwams, of course, for the first few months of the year. So, or the warmer months of the year. So you've got to construct your igloos, and you know, that's an important day so that you know, don't die in the ensuing winters that ravage the country for 8 months. But apart from that, I think that's pretty much it. You know, that's par for the course. It's an old Greenland Nook tradition that's been carried over by the Vikings from Finland. Anyway. Little Chad is going to go down easy here, or sometimes not at all. Are we going to get a, yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. And this is a great reroll opportunity, because both of these are pretty bad. We have no Guppy precedent, so I'm actually going to make, perhaps, oh, such a good combo there, I totally forgot that that was going to happen. I'm going to make perhaps an unpopular decision, and I'm going to say, you know what, we're not going to take Guppy items, we're not going to pursue Guppy this time. If it falls into my lap, then fantastic. I'm going to assume that it probably won't, but Dark Bomb Little Chad is incredible. In all seriousness, I'm not trying to poke fun at my home country. I'm perhaps poking fun at the ignorance surrounding my own country. Hey, is it too late for me to go back there and maybe get Guppy's head? I've had it. Do you hear me? I want to call it off. There's, of course, Jim Carrey Day, which is within the month of Shania Twain-tober. That's where we all listen to her smash hit, multi-platinum pop country crossover hit, Come On Over. You know, whose bed have your boots been under? It's our national anthem, basically. If you can't make fun of yourself, you shouldn't be able to make fun of anybody else. It's always been a philosophy that I have co-opted from somebody else, surely at a much greater time. A much brighter mind than mine. Please don't jump right now. I don't think we're going to have a good opportunity to get Boss Rush, but honestly I haven't talked about it much because this run it's just solid right now. Like, I think we've got a really good head on our shoulders right now. It's a head that has, you know, gaping dry sockets for eye holes, and additionally shoots out big old laser beams that are actually quite potent. So I really feel like offensively, I thought he was going to drop it back there. I was going to be slightly perturbed at this turn of events. I feel pretty good about this run. You know, defensively, Little Chad plus Dark Bum is all we need, basically. Anything else is just gravy. I totally forgot we had left hand. Like, with left hand, why wouldn't I take Guppy's head? I guess, to be fair, you know, I don't want to be too hard on myself. We had less Spirit Hearts available back then. We only had, like, 5, maybe 6. And they were sitting at, like, 8.5 or something, 7.5. Come on, you gotta be dead. Gotta go to the curse room, obviously. And I swear, if we get 2... Yeah. Ah, that's really good. If we get 2 Guppy items on this floor and I don't have the opportunity to take Guppy's head, I'm going to be slightly salty with myself. You know, after Trainwreck and the ensuing kind of rebirth slump, or the surrounding kind of rebirth slump, I'm very much looking to pretty much just... Oh yeah, you can take that. Pretty much just beat the game any way that I can see fit, you know? It's been almost 4 months, maybe even, like, we're closing on being over 4 months, since I had that plus 20 streak. That's embarrassing. Like, saying that out loud chilled me to the bone, because I was like, this is the start of something great! And then, you know, we've had some 15 streaks, maybe like an 18 streak or something like that. And I'm probably averaging, you know, like, at least 8 to 12, which is really, really solid, and something that I would have thought was completely impossible in vanilla, but, you know, we got the power within us to do even better than that. Daddy Longlegs is totally good. Nothing wrong with that in the least. I don't know why I came in here, but I'm happy I did. I guess I thought maybe there'd be a half-price item, but yeah, we're gonna kill Greed super quickly, and we'll pick up a decent amount of money in the process. And another red chest. Just spiders, but that's okay. Letting Dark Bum, of course, pick up as much money as possible. I mean, I don't even think we can blow up that Judgment, even though it might give me a better chance of getting to, back into the boss room. I don't know if that's true, though. I think it's... I'd just chalk it up to luck if we're able to get back into that boss room right now. Bombs are key. Health up, yeah. It's a shame, because if I'd had these health upgrades, prior to the boss fight, I definitely would have picked up Guppy's head, because we would have gotten a reroll, and we had a lot of HP as well. This one's for you, Dark Bum, whenever you want to get over here. There's actually a really nice haul. You know what, I'll take one of these just to put us at a half-heart interval. I think you're going to pay out on this other one. Oh, okay, well, I'm done, but that's okay. It's not a big problem. Oh, I really thought that was the deal with the devil door for a second. My brain got broken. Okay, that's alright. It's alright. We still have a decent chance at getting Guppy, and even if we don't, we got Guppy's tail with a decent number of keys. That's solid enough. We're still happy about it. Left hand has been paying out like crazy for us here. Well, he did get Luckfoot, right? Like, maybe that's why we're seeing so many chests. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it a lot. We'll take that for sure. The Guppy dream is well within our grasp. Who knew that, you know, left hand plus Luckfoot just seems like this ultimate combination for Guppy diehards. Obviously, we've got to take, like, every crack at this here. We've also got to get as many Spirit Hearts as possible, because we are going to be... Well, I mean, we lost 2 red hearts when we picked up... It's hard to remember because of Curse of the Unknown, but we had 1 HP because I wasn't interested in taking Guppy's head with 1 HP. And then we had 2 HP upgrade pills that showed up. So yeah, we got 1 HP. The more Spirit Hearts we can stack up, the better. But I'm feeling pretty... It's probably pretty likely, I should say, that we're going to get to the HP cap at some point in the relatively near future. Hopefully, if everything goes right. And then it might erode a little bit as we, you know, move on to the Womb and Beyond. Now, we really do not have a good deal with the Devil Chance here, but we do have a reroll ready. Not that we've had to use them that often on this run, but let's see what's up. It's a low-key fight, so we get to keep Lemon Party, and, I don't know, maybe use that on Isaac? I mean, I know that's looking, like, distantly ahead, but I was like, man, what bosses coming up does Lemon Party even work on? It doesn't work. I mean, it would work on Mom's Foot, but it seems like kind of an inefficient means to do damage there. And it would work on... It wouldn't work on Mom's Heart. We don't know what we're going to fight on the Womb 1. So it's really, like, the only guaranteed easy damage from Lemon Party is Isaac. And it can do a lot of damage there, but I sort of doubt we're going to need it. Right now, we're looking quite comfortable, and any one of these could take us to the... Oh, there's another Tinted Rock there, too. Any one of these could take us to the Guppy threshold, and once we reach that Guppy threshold, with Daddy Longlegs, you know, Little Chad, Dark Bum, there's no coming back for the game. The game has got to stop us, like, right now, or it's going to find itself in a very untenable situation very soon. Please, though, some bombs. I would actually maybe even prefer to access the red chest. Oh, that was really dumb. To access the red chest, then access the Tinted Rocks. I would love the small rock, but we're already at the HP cap. The chance for the Guppy item trumps it, I think. Yeah, we'll use a key to check this. I'm gonna take it. I thought about not taking it. I thought about re-rolling it to try to get a guppy item, but I think it's worth taking. And does it not double? I get it confused with Humbling Bundle, but doesn't it double chest drops? If it doubles... We'll take Sharp Plug here, yeah. If it doubles our red chest drops, I think that gives us a much better chance of becoming guppy in the future anyway. So it seemed like a good call to me. A little risky there. We're gonna be... This is like one of the most powerful runs that is not gonna have any chance at getting through to boss rush. Like, there's no chance. It's already 51 seconds away. Not possible as far as I can tell. Yeah, it does double our chest drops. Thank God, by the way, it doubled our chest drops, because that was really useful right there. But that should give us a really good chance of becoming guppy. Okay, let's stop, like, throwing our HP away. It's suboptimal, if I may say so myself. Yeah, but despite our relative lack of speed on this run, I think it's largely been, except for the first floor, we've run into... Oh, come on, come on, come on. Alright, lots of pills. Paralysis, Lemon Party, Explosive Diarrhea. Luck up. Hey, more luck ups is fine by me. We probably want Lemon Party. In spite of our relative lack of speed, I think it's mostly been due to the floors we faced. Where's that? There they are. Apart from that, I think we've been, like, completely fine. And there's Guppy's Paw, so we're officially sorted now. Had a feeling this would or should happen. That hurts, but hey, there you go. We'll just use this once. That should put us at the HP cap. And then we'll re-roll it. And I like Black Candle well enough, even though we could have re-rolled it many times. Now we can see what's going on here. Alright, we're Guppy, we can fly. I think at this point we drop the left hand as well. And this is, I mean, it's just textbook. I know there's another red chest back there, but we're just gonna leave here. Now we should get many, many golden chests, which is gonna be a problem for keys, but this is fantastic. I'm assuming technology works well with summoning flies. Even if it doesn't work well, if it just works, that's fine by me. Let's take a sip of this coffee here. It's far too hot. That's far too hot. That's okay. Yeah, we're generating a decent number of flies, and we still got Dark Bum, we got Little Chad. This, you know, the Isaac run is historically, usually at least, it's the run that's the easiest. And that's definitely coming true right now, you know. Being able to just re-roll things you don't like into things you like is a huge help. And if we can just get Mom's Key to go along with this would be hilarious as well, because we're already doing so well on Spirit Hearts, but it's gonna get better. Like, why even have Dark Bomb pick that up? That's how you know you're in a good position. You're like, man, Dark Bomb, could you be Ghost Baby right now? Ghost Baby would be more useful, man. Now, like, if they drop, good, we'll pick them up, but we're not gonna try to farm them with Dark Bomb, because any damage we take is meaningless for now. It's almost impossible for us to not be at the HP cap. So I'm thinking, and this might sound cocky, but actually what I love about it is the way that we can use it in conjunction with Sharp Plug. For example, I'm not a huge fan... Oh, thank you. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that that was Book of Revelations in here. But we can pick it up, use it, re-roll it. We don't like it, so we'll Sharp Plug, re-roll it. Maybe we don't like that. We'll wait for the invincibility to wear off. So we'll re-roll it again, and then we get Pyro. Pyro is really, really good. Even without red hearts, it makes us immune to bombs. You know, there's only a few different ways that enemies can hurt you. They run into you, they shoot some kind of bomb at you, they shoot a beam at you. This renders us invincible for a lot of those more annoying attacks. It's very nice. I think we'll just buy... we'll buy ourselves out like this, I guess, and we'll donate as much money as we can. Donation machine's been coming up a little bit lately. Not much, because that's what often happens, but it's been coming up a little bit lately. And we should honestly, like, not settle unless we're low on HP and there's, like, not a lot of red hearts or spirit hearts available on the level. Because we can really turn, like, even decent items into amazing items with Sharp Plug and D6. At least that's the way the assumption would be. And, you know, I'm not gonna be mad about spiders showing up either. We've already seen our item room and shop, so it is time to go through with this boss fight, I would suggest. And that should be one shy of another payout, but that's okay. Alright, let's do it. There is a Tinted Rock right there, so we get paid out with Small Rock, which is probably ideal considering our HP situation is so good right now. Again, what did I tell you? I think this is one of the strongest runs where boss rush has almost not been possible since the entirety of it. Well, maybe on the first XL floor we would have said it's okay. So the Abaddon pickup is a no-brainer. And it will keep us at full HP. Like, we'll gain HP by picking it up. Yeah. As much as I like Sacrificial Dagger, I think we'll reroll both of them for a better chance at something good. And then we'll definitely take Whore of Babylon. And then I think we'll try to reroll Book of Belial. And, of course, we were already in the Whore of Babylon state, but that gives us another chance. I think, honestly, we'd probably do it again. We do have 9 lives. I really don't want to do it again. But I'm gonna. Yeah, okay, that ended up working out really nicely. Well, not really nicely, because it did... I thought it was going to leave us at 6 hearts, but I didn't do the math properly. But still, getting the damage upgrade out of that is really nice. So we're going to definitely blow you up for a deal with the Devil Chance. We're going to definitely blow you up because I don't trust you. And this is where we're hopefully going to get our Spirit Hearts back. It's a little tricky, but should be fine. What do you think? Secret room here? Doesn't... a little stupid of me. Secret room here doesn't really matter. It would be nice, though, and it is nice. I'm going to try something a little sneaky, too. Maybe we can skip a room up there. Nope, that's not a room that is skippable. Alright, so now our HP is totally fine. Which, again, is why I felt like we're pretty, you know, it's excusable to go pretty deep on that triple deal with the devil. Triple dipple deals. Man, I've been watching a little bit too much Food Network. Today's Saturday, so this video is probably going to go up on, like, Monday or something like that. My backlog is really, relatively short right now because I'm still convalescing, but, yeah, we don't have any trinkets, so that seems like a good choice. You know, I finished my work yesterday. I was like, I'll sit down and watch like an hour of TV. I look at the Food Network, and the Food Network on Friday night is basically just like, look, we know you're not home. Here's 11 hours of diners, drive-ins, and dives. That's very disappointing to me. I don't even, like, super dislike diners, drive-ins, and dives, but I'm not a huge fan of that genre of television show, which is just like watch people eat. Watch people cook, I can get down with. There's something, like, primal and you know, very, very human about getting a rush out of watching people cook. You know, you watch them cook something, you go, oh, that looks fucking sweet. It's like you're eating it a little bit yourself. But watching Guy Fieri eat, or anybody, it's not specifically a Fieri-based problem, but watching anybody eat is just like, you know, if you're not Joey Chestnut or something, I'm not that interested. No Tinted Rock there. The only thing we really lack on this run is mapping, but apart from that, this is almost exclusively non-losable. There's just too much. Like, the only thing that would really take it to the next level beyond the mapping, obviously, like, this is a huge help, but the only thing that would take it beyond that level is if, like, we got a Holy Mantle or something like that. Like, I haven't even talked about the fact that we have 9 lives. Usually, like, the best defensive item you have, and in this case, I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, 9 lives. It's part of the ingredient in the Guppy Stew. Let's keep moving it along here. I mean, at this point, I don't want to say we're going through the motions. I've had a fun time talking about the culture and history of this great nation with you guys over the course of this episode, and also the Fieri-based economy. However, we are pretty much, like, in terms of the tension of the run, it's non-existent. Look, I'm very happy to have Synth Oil. You got something for me? No. Okay. I'm very happy to have Synth Oil. That's not re-rollable as far as I'm concerned. I can even see some of the Wikipedia article for Victoria Day still in the background right now. Yeah, I looked it up. No freaking Canadian knows, you know, that much about Victoria Day just on first blush. So that's fate, I think, so I'm going to re-roll it. And that's Cricket Said, exactly what I would be looking for there. Thank you, Sharp Plug. In Nunavut and New Brunswick, the date is set as a general holiday. For New Brunswick, a prescribed day of rest on which retail businesses must be closed. This is to mark the reigning sovereign's official birthday. In Quebec, the province's legislative assembly passed legislation that declared National Patriots Day, commending the patriots of the Lower Canada Rebellion of 1837 to be celebrated on the Monday preceding May 25th. This replaced the Fête du Dollard, which has been celebrated by Quebecers on Victoria Day since the 1960s, which commemorated Adam Dollard des Ormeaux. It's the best I could do. I apologize to the French speakers and the native francophones out there for my certainly terrible pronunciation, you know? My bad. I wasn't trying to lay into that for comedic effect. I don't speak French at all. Justice card. And that's another thing about Canada, man. Everyone assumes that everybody in Canada speaks French. Bilingualism is probably relatively common compared to perhaps, well, especially like English-French bilingualism is very common, I'm assuming, relative to the rate that it's at in the United States. But the vast majority of people I know in Canada have rudimentary to zero French knowledge. Or at least ability. But we did learn it for like 10 years in school. And I could order some food or give you directions if you really press me for it. And I can also, you know, I've got a lot of very grade school-based skills in the French language. For example, if I ever go through a time machine, or perhaps somehow become reincarnated as a schoolboy in Quebec or in France, I could say, puis-je aller à la salle de bain, s'il vous plaît? And they would say, wow, that's some heavily accented French, but yes, you can go to the bathroom. Je voudrais un croissant. Je voudrais un croissant plus grand, s'il vous plaît. It's amazing. He's a prodigy. A polyglot. What did you just call me? I'm taking, like, some damage that I'm not super thrilled with here, but it's so irrelevant. Like, I can't stress the irrelevance of it enough. I don't even want to open those red chests. How did you pick up a half heart and then a full heart and not pay out with anything? Like, something about that is not right. The variance is all screwed up. I can't believe we're actually going to make this lemon party last long enough, by the way. After being like, yo, yeah, maybe we'll save the lemon party pill for Isaac. Yeah, good idea. Well, we're saving the lemon party pill for Isaac. I mean, good idea, I guess. Alright, I'm interested to see what we get on the chest, at least. Hopefully some interesting stuff. That's, oh, yeah, just in time. That contract from below payout was actually really nice. I don't really like that at all. I don't really like the idea of doing this, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that's helpful. And on some rooms we will have Spoonbender. So I think it's worth it. You got something for me, surely, yeah. Spirit Heart. I mean, one Spirit Heart on top of what we already had is probably all we really need in order to feel somewhat confident here. I mean, look at how quickly we killed Death. He didn't even get through the animation where he summoned his friend there. Didn't summon any scythes at all. We did lose, like, all of our fly army there, though. It's okay. Boss fight is going to be perfectly timed. Oh, that was dumb of me. But our boss fight is going to be perfectly timed for allowing me to actually reroll our chest. And we do have Spoonbender here. Man, this is maybe, and I don't mean to, you know, oversell this, but it might be the most powerful technology run I've ever had. I would love to see Tech 2 and Tech.5 all show up on this run. Pretty unlikely, though. Alright, and we didn't forget to drop the left hand, obviously. So, I like, to some extent, all of these. With Pyro, especially, we're not going to get hurt by the bomb items, but I want to reroll all of them in the hopes of getting something a little better for me right now. And Monstro's Lung doesn't really work with Tech. So I think we reroll all of these as well. And again, don't take that as me trying to say that, especially like Revengefly is bad. Revengefly is amazing. But we're going for a little bit of a zanier set of items, if you will. We could have used Sharp Plug, but I was also a little bit concerned about our lack of HP at that point. So I made a judgment call not to put myself completely on the edge of despair. And, you know, we can always use Sharp Plug at our next juncture if we find ourselves being in a good enough position to justify it. For now, hoping that we get a bunch of golden chests, a bunch of key drops would be awesome as well. This is for you, Dark Bum. All these consumable drops, very important. Helps me out. Okay, one of you's got to die quickly. And the other one should be dead before he can Brimstone again. Okay. Little tight, but we made it. Oh, perfect. Black Bean and Book of Sin. Black Bean will take because it's passive. Book of Sin we will use, and actually that extra key might be super nice. We still got 4 rerolls in our spawn room, though, because we're really gunning for, basically, Spoonbender. If I can get, like, Spoonbender plus Sad Bombs, it'll be the happiest day of my adult life. So let's reroll all of these. Infestation 2 is way too good to pass up. I'm not going to take any of the other ones. I don't think they're that good. We might as well take Mongo Baby now that I think about it. Like, we have a really nice room for rerolling. we can afford to take passive items to buff ourselves up a little bit here. So, I mean, with the flies and the spiders here, it's disgusting. Like, we're so overpowered. I love it. But the more rerolls I can get here, the better. Because this does... It's kind of snuck under the radar, but it does have the potential to be one of our best runs, I think, that we've ever done. One of the most powerful runs we've ever done, at least. Good. And the fact that we haven't had to use keys to open these is awesome. I can't take Halo. As disappointing as it is, I can't take Halo right now because I'm almost positive that the Whore of Damage... Whore of Damelon? No, Whore of Damage, is that actually what I said there? The Whore of Babylon damage has got to be higher than the damage bonus that we would get from Halo. Great item, just not great for us in our current situation. Now this run is, as soon as we find the boss, it's going to be over really quickly. We might want to sharp plug it this time. I mean, I think we're going to be fine. Wafer, yes, and then Common Cold, sure. Let's go find a double reroll room now, because with the Wafer and sharp plug, I can reroll like crazy, right? Well, that's not a double reroll room, obviously. We can do a lot of rerolls, though. I don't think we have another double reroll room, which is why I'm doing this, but we have a few single reroll rooms. I don't love Taurus, but I figured we'd take it nonetheless. You got something for me? I had a feeling you might. Let's see if we can get some more drops here. Oh, but then of course we've got a charge now, so I can't do the same thing I was already doing. Okay, we'll take Eve's Mascara. How does this even work for us here? It seemed like they might be potent, but I don't know, man. I'd like to get like at least one more reroll just to see if we can take this super over the top. The Eve's Mascara pickup I don't love there, but it's okay. And yeah, I mean the same thing about Iron Bar. It's a little bit of a damage bonus. I took Eve's Mascara. It's going to make our flies and spiders better, although it might also make it harder to spawn as many. Although not spiders. The spiders we're still going to spawn a ton of, but the flies we might spawn a little bit less of because of less ticks of like tier damage, but whatever. I think it's still worth it as long as we're actually hitting those shots when we need to hit them. And the Tough Love pickup is nice, even if we don't get the graphical effect. This will be our final opportunity here. Okay, so let's start gunning for good rerolls here with Sharp Plug Wafer. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not even close to being good enough. Like, really, really bad right now. Absolutely awful. In our current situation. Pretty bad. Still not good, for sure, especially with what it gave us there. Like, it's unremarkable. Already spoken for, but I guess thank you for your effort. You gotta pay out something a little bit better than this, come on. Don't do me as dirty as you've done me here. This is not good enough for a run of this caliber. That's not even close. Now you're just lowballing me here. I don't appreciate that. Little Steven is not even in the ballpark. You know what? Fine, we'll take Juicy Sack. You kind of forced my hand a little bit. And we'll take Rainbow Baby. We can take one hit on this boss fight, which is basically why I was like, we got to stop here no matter what. I didn't think we would need more than one hit on the boss fight, but I'm a little disappointed with how those rerolls turned out at the end. But for now, thanks for watching. That was a really fun run. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.